buckets are airtight to keep out the worms. We'll water your grass, treat your headstone with care, and that's about it, cause you ain't going nowhere. Cemeteries, mortuary, our shovels are standing by.
Come on down to Barbecue Street all week for some great deals on food and fixins'. Mondays, it's 25% off Buffalo Blasted Chicken Wings. Tuesdays, it's 50% off whatever Buffalo Blasted Chicken Wings are left over from Monday. Wednesday, we've got 10% off our famous Dry Spice Ribs. But make sure to come back on Thursday for 60% off a sampler platter of Monday's leftover Buffalo Blasted Chicken Wings and Wednesday's Dry Spice Ribs. Fridays, we kick things up a notch when you can get a free order of Buffalo Blasted Chicken Wings and Dry Spiced Rib Soup just for walking in the door. And you're not going to want to miss Saturdays when we'll give you $10 just to take some of these rotten chicken wings and ribs out of here. You don't even have to eat them, you just have to take them with you. Sundays we're closed to hose the place down. Barbecue Street. You're probably going to want to come in on Monday.
Cookie, we looked it up, and implausible with an L is not a word.
That's implausible. Look it up a Glenn.
If we could get all the dancers to set, all of the dancers. Thank you.
I hope those cupcakes were fair game. They were delicious, the ones sitting in the break room.
Did you eat them all?
I just had a couple.
How many?
I don't know if I was counting. 6.
Okay, those were for Carol's birthday party later on.
Yeah, that's great.
No, but we didn't sing to her yet.
Oh, sweet.
We were gonna like present them, be like, happy birthday, like to you. Yeah, that's not the point. We were gonna put candles in all of the cupcakes and then give them to her. I just don't want her to think that like.
I know, me neither.
The perfect cup of coffee. That's what we pour at High Horse Coffee House. But it's not for everyone. Frankly, your taste buds probably can't appreciate how complex and rich our coffee is. And you know what? It angers us to think of you drinking it. Okay, there it is. And hey, let's take it a step further. We despise you. Our coffee is f***ing amazing and complex, and it's like from another f***ing dimension, but it's wasted. It is wasted on you. I would rather pour our coffee on a pile of manure than let it touch your tongue. That's right. You rate lower than steaming manure piles, so stay away. You just stay away, or so help me, I won't be held responsible for my actions. So remember, that's High Horse.
Okay, we're set. We are good to go.
Okay, Cookie, we think we have the scorpion problem under control.
Finally, I can put my shoes back on. Oh my God!
Well, that's the thing. There was glue.
We're set.
Just a quick reminder to ask Cookie if he's lost any weight lately, even though he clearly hasn't.
So this telecommuting thing, I mean, are people getting sick of Andy being on the TV? Shouldn't he be here?
Well, I mean, that's why I'm hoping this telecommuting thing works, because then, once they can figure out how to get the ions and the particles, and then you can, right, like in Star Trek, is that what you're talking about?
No, he's just on the TV on a camera. He's not.
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. I see we have 3 players ready to throw down some steaming piles of trivia. You all take care of those screws now. If you think an opponent doesn't know the answer, hit your screw button and you'll force them to answer immediately. If they miss it, you win big. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
the San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
Try to choose the wrong answer, brought to you by our sponsor, to get prizes and cash. Hang on tight, we're in for a ride.
Get ready, time for question.
Kicking things off, Bootyful. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%? Player 2, clock's a ticking. Player 2, sucks to be you. Players 1 and 3, Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it's
It's time for His Acting is Alright, Alright, Alright. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well, if Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? The McCona Dark Ages, the McCona Industrial Age, the McCona Middle Ages, or the McCona Enlightenment Age? Time's almost up. Player 3. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Player 1. All wrong, all wrong, all wrong. No, I'll get this. The Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
How about brought to you by the letter U-nibrow?
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you. Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert. Watch the clock. Player 2, wait for it. Wait for it. Players 1 and 3. Oh, the humanity. Want to see the right answer? Ernie has no eyebrows at all, Bert has one long single eyebrow, and the Count has two eyebrows. And yet, none of them have ever blinked. And now, Duck, Duck, Swan? Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Odette? Player 2? Nobody picks that one. Players 1 and 3? Cue the swan song. Why didn't you pick this? Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead. Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college. Here's a good one. The man in the backwards yellow hat. And it's a dis or dat. Player 2. Yikes. Your score could use a hand. Why don't you play this dis or dat and see if it helps? I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber, or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If it's Justin Bieber, press the square button. If it's Curious George, press the circle button. Now the rest of you should listen carefully. Make your selections before player 2, because if player 2 gets it wrong, everyone who got it right will split the winnings. Okay, let's move. Peed in a mop bucket. Broke his leg falling from a fire. Arrested for falsely reporting. At the house. Got high on ether. Fed a bugle to an ostrich. Went to a Brazilian brothel. Forget George, I'm curious how someone could do this badly. I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. That about does it for round 1. And player 4 is out front, at least for the moment. Keep in mind, all the prizes are doubled in round 2. And don't forget, keep an eye out for the wrong answer of the game. It's still out there. It's time. Next up, Dumber and Dumberer 2. So there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or odderest. Player 1. Now that's just the dumberest answer I ever heard. Player 2. Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective. But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise. Player 3. No, but speaking of otter, get it? You just won the greatest hits of the San Francisco Otter Choir. Hailed as one of the top 3 otter choirs in the world, the San Francisco Otter Choir will astound you with their covers of Little Red Corvette and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. This wrong answer of the game comes with a bundle of cash worth $8,000. Congratulations.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Let's try Let It Go, Let It Go, Let It Go. At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman. Hello? Players 2 and 3? You may not know how temperatures work. Player 1. 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah, 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 he can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down to the sea.
Next, Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
First spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Player 1. Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born. Probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts. I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. Players 2 and 3? That answer has a hole in it. This one's called Wine or Lose. If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Player 210's running out. Player 1. This is gonna hurt. Player 3. This is right. Oops, this is white, which is wrong. Player 2. Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive. Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn. Try this on for size. I want to lick and roll all night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches deep, about 20 inches deep, or about 30 inches deep? Time's running out. Player 1. Excuse me. Players 2 and 3. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore. Brace yourself for the attack. Of course, who wants to hear my yapping? Oh, I'm still doing it. Sorry, here you go. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck. with the win! Gee, Player One, you would have done better if you hadn't played the game at all. Goes to show you.
You don't know Jack!
Okay, we are...
Hey!
Hello, everyone. This is Drawful. Oh, great. There are just 3 of you. You'll get to do 3 drawings each, so don't screw this up. Let's have some fun. Okay, I'm sending a title to each of your devices. Something kind of strange, like Direwolf or Poppin' Lock. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. And you'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, get to drawing.
Hey!
I have all your pictures now. These are interesting. Let's take a look. Now, use your device to type in what you think the title for this picture could have been. Or better yet, something you think could trick the other players into thinking it's the title. You'll get points for every player that picks your answer.
Hey!
All right, here are your choices. Now pick the title you think really inspired this drawing.
Hey!
And here are your picks. I'm just glad that we all got to share this moment. Okay, let's do this again. Enter your titles now. And here are your choices. All right, who picked what? Nobody? Nobody got that one. Well, okay then. And this one.
Hey!
Okay, here are your choices.
Hey!
What did everybody pick?
Hey!
Okay, well, that was that. Another batch of titles are heading to your devices as I speak. Get ready to draw them. Now that I've got all your drawings, it's time for some fun. Now let's take a look at this one.
Hey!
Here are your choices.
Hey!
Here's everybody's picks. And no one got it wrong. Next up. Okay, here are your choices. here are your picks. I should probably be saving these drawings or something. Type in a convincing title now.
Hey!
And here are your choices.
Hey!
What did everybody pick? If you used a compass to draw that, I hope you didn't scratch up your device. Let's do this drawing thing one last time.
Hey!
Okay, weirdos, let's take a look at your artwork. Put in your titles now. Okay, here are your choices.
Hey!
All right, who picked what? Boom, everybody got it right. And our next weird doodle.
Hey!
Here are your choices.
Hey!
And here are your picks. Don't eat the cookies is an expression I would never, ever use. And now, this thing. Okay, here are your choices. Here's everybody's picks. Oh man, all this time I was convinced it was Professor Plum in the conservatory with the candlestick.